crooked saints get the big reward. Now heaven wasn't made for me.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to be recreating my first ever makeup tutorial, my first ever YouTube video. It was really fun to not only recreate this, but also kind of react to it. I do my makeup completely different now. I was really shocked to like see how I applied things and how cringe-worthy just watching myself was. Watching me do all these things completely wrong. But yeah, I enjoyed recreating my first makeup tutorial. Please subscribe and like this video. Also, if you want to see the full video of my first video, you can watch that. I'll link it down below. If you want to see how I got this look and what my first tutorial looked like, then just keep watching. So this is actually not a bad intro. I still will open pretty much all of my videos with the thumbnail. I think that I didn't do a bad job here. The thumbnail is like not fitting, if that makes sense. And it also has the Ken Burns, so it kind of like moves across the screen, which I just don't like doing anymore. Then the music I'm using is like this basic iMovie music. So at this point, I did not have a tripod. So basically, hi, today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me video on this look. This is kind of Gigi Hadid inspired look. There's a lot of strobing and highlighting. This is kind of a strobing tutorial. And I was filming in my bathroom. Oh, it's not the best filming setup because I didn't have a tripod and I needed something to like support my phone. I remember having next to the mirror like toilet paper rolls stacked, and then my phone was kind of like held in one. So yeah, when you see this intro, I'm like moving the camera around, and for this part I'm holding the camera. It's just overall like a really messy intro. And now I'm gonna prime my eyelids with Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. For my eye primer, I used a Lorac Pro one that came with my sister's Lorac Pro 2 palette. I don't have that one, that ran out a long time ago, so I'm just gonna be going in with my normal eye primer, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Putting this on my eyes. After I rub this in, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I'm gonna be using my Vice 4 palette from Urban Decay, and I'm gonna be taking the nude shade in the palette, which is called Frame. I'm just taking this to set the primer. You can hear my mom washing the dishes in the background. I do have the same brush, so I have the same Flawless Concealer brush. I still use this today, and I mostly use it just for setting my eyeshadow. I don't really use it for anything else with the eyeshadow. And so then I'm taking this Vice 4 palette, which I still also use. I don't use it as often. I still like this palette a lot. Taking this nude shade, it's called Framed, and I guess I'm just dipping the brush in and using this to set it. One thing I will say is that my eyebrows looked really good in the original video. After I do that, I'm gonna be starting with this Vice 4 brush. I'm gonna be taking my Urban Decay makeup setting spray, and I'm gonna be spraying the Vice 4 brush to wet it. So I still have the brush, so I'm taking this side, and then I go ahead and spray it with a setting spray. I don't have the same setting spray. Now I really just use water, spraying this. I'm gonna be dipping this in Flame, an orangey color, gold undertones. This part really makes me cringe. This color called Flame. And then I take this brush, which I only use this as like a crease brush now, and I put the color all over my lid with this crease brush. I use it as a flat brush. Now I'm just putting this on my lid. It is not going on. Seems to work so much better in the video. I'm just using more and more pigment until it gets as dark as I'd like it. So I just keep adding more and more. I'm gonna do this side. Then going in with the other side of this brush, just blending a little bit. And then I use the other side to blend. I think this is more for like a brow highlight. I would never use this to blend. So then I'm just blending it, which doesn't really need to be blended. It's gonna like, there's nothing on here. It's gonna like come off, I can tell. Ultra Pearl Mania in this bronzy gold shade. And so I have not used this in a while. It's the NYX Ultra Pearl Mania, which is just like a pigment that's kind of like metallic-y. Dipping it in here. I put some in the cap and I dip it in here. Tap it off into the cap again. So I'm saying tap it off into the cap. I'm putting this in the inner lid, I guess. And then I'm gonna take this and place it. That actually looks kind of good, I'm surprised. Then I'm gonna go back in, dipping it in, putting it in the other eye. It's okay if you have fallout because we will clean that up. And then I'm really putting more of this orange color. Then I'm gonna dip this brush back in the orange color that we started with originally. And I'm just placing this in the corner. Just gonna be using this brush to blend them a little bit. And then I take the other side and I blend them together. This fluffy brush, just blending a little bit. And then I take this brush that I use to set my eyeshadow primer, the Flawless Concealer brush. I don't understand how I'm blending. I'm just going like this. As you can tell, the glitter part kind of came off. So I'm gonna be going back in with a different eyeshadow primer. And this is called the NYX Lid Lacquer. So I can tell the gold is completely off. So I'm like, I have to do something to fix it. So then I use the NYX Lid Lacquer, which I use almost every day. I would probably put it over the entire lid before even starting this, and then like use that to help stick all of the colors, but we're just doing it on the inner lid to help stick the gold. And then I go back into that gold color and I put it over here. And that actually, like, I think really helped save the eye look. I'm gonna be going into a different palette. This is the Pro Vision Shimmer Palette. These don't have names on them, but I'm gonna be using one of these first of 3 colors in this orange with the same brush. Putting that in the corner to kind of like darken the orange. I don't have this palette anymore. It's a dollar store palette. And then I go back with this brush and I'm just gonna be taking, I don't have the exact orange shade, but I'm basically just taking another orange color and putting it over the other one. This is from this Diamond Cosmetics palette. Taking this on my brush and then I'm like adding it in the corner over this. A little bit of the nude color called Framed as a little more of a transition color I'm gonna be using with the blending side of the Vice brush. So after the eyeshadow has already kind of like moved into the crease, I'm using the same shade I used to set my eyeshadow primer. This color called Framed, it's just a nude color. And then I take this side and I put this as a transition color, even though there's already like darker colors in the crease. And I don't know that this really does anything. Then I'm going to be taking this color called Bitter. So I'm starting by putting it in the corner, in the crease. And I'm actually taking like a transition shade on the same brush. I'm taking a shade called Bitter, this orangey color. And so then I'm like putting it in the crease. And blending, getting more on my brush. Starting like this and putting it directly in the crease. And so then I get more on my brush. And I start doing it like this, like straight across. Using the gold shade. This one's a little yellower. I'm gonna be putting that over in the corner. So then I go back to the other side of this brush. Again, I don't have this palette anymore, but I take more of a like yellowy gold shade. So I'm gonna take this shade right here from my Makeup Revolution Death by Chocolate Bar eyeshadow palette. And then I like put this over here. e.l.f. small angle brush. Now I'm gonna be taking this chocolatey brown shade called Delete with this angled brush. And I'm gonna be starting our cut crease. I'm gonna be starting by the corner of my eye and putting this in the crease and going this way. I'm taking my e.l.f. small angle brush and I'm taking the color Delete. It's a dark brown shade. Color right here. So then I start taking this on the brush. So I'm like using the flat part of the brush. I'm putting a lot because that's how I did. So I'm gonna be darkening it. Really see it? And then I can barely see it. I'm gonna darken it. It's like much darker than everything else, but then I'm still darkening it. And then I'm gonna do the other eye, the same thing. Going in with this brush, blending a little bit. We don't want to blend too much because then the cut crease kind of goes away. If I'm supposed to be blending this with this, it's really not moving it much. But I'm still calling this a cut crease, so I don't want to move it, so I'm trying not to blend it too much. I'm not going to be using eyeliner in this look. I'm actually going to be using eyeshadow. I'm going to take this black shade in the palette called Deadbeat, using this angle brush. Starting where I would make my wing, pulling this back over here. This part's kind of cringy. Using the same small angled brush. And then I'm using this shade, this like black sparkly color called Deadbeat. And so I'm trying to use this as eyeliner. But I do like this really messy way. And then I start putting it like in the lash line. You're gonna continue darkening it. I'm gonna be doing it on the other and then going back in with the matte black color. Going in with this palette and the black shade. So then I'm gonna use this matte black shade from this same Makeup Revolution palette. I don't know why I did a sparkly black and then a black that's matte. I'm gonna come back after this is cleaned up. Then I wipe away the fallout, which I've been waiting to do, and I think I kind of help wipe the wing into a better shape. Then going back to the NYX pigment. Looking like so much better that I wiped that. Now I can tell that the gold pigment pretty much like went away. I'm using more of it and it's getting all over the eyeshadow line. And then I'm like fixing the part that we covered up. For our inner corner, I'm gonna use my little high beam Benefit. So I'm using a liquid highlight as my inner corner. So yeah, I'm using the Benefit Eye Beam, the highlight shade from the Vice 4 palette, Bones. And then I'm just setting the high beam with this. Then with my finger, I'm like patting it. It actually doesn't look bad. So then I take, but it's this highlighting shade called Bone. I'm just setting this. I'm actually going to be taking the same Bones color with my finger and putting this in the waterline. And then I take an eyeshadow and put it in the waterline. The same eyeshadow. And this like does not do anything. I don't know why it doesn't. It's called the Belief, the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. Then I put on some moisturizer. I'm just gonna be using this Clinique moisturizer. It's the Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. Clinique Repair Intensive Eye Cream. I don't use an eye cream anymore. I just think it's a little bit of a waste of money. I'm gonna be taking my L'Oreal Paris Magic Lumi, and this is gonna help us because we want a very highlighted, glowy face. So since then, I've kind of stepped away from being glowy. I have oily skin. It's always made me kind of oily. So I'm just gonna be using my Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Primer and the matching foundation because I don't have the same stuff. I'm gonna be taking my Age Rewind. It's just to kind of help with the under eye circle. So then I use this Maybelline Age Rewind. I use it for under eye circles. I don't do that anymore. I'm just gonna take this Color Made Stick Concealer just to hide the dark circles. So then I like blend this in. For the foundation today, it's the Marcel BB Cream Golden Glow Skin Enhancer. Kind of like a BB cream, but it's pretty full coverage. There's only one shade, so I'm gonna be using this stippling brush to get this on my face. A little darker and more olive than my skin tone. Once it's on my skin, it gives a nice golden glow and it makes you very tan, but it blends in and it doesn't look too dark. So I use this BB cream that I don't have anymore, and it's very glowy and like way darker than my skin tone. So yeah, just using this Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Foundation. So I use like this really like bad quality stippling brush. I'm gonna be using the brush it has on it. I put like a very small amount all over my face. This is kind of a little lighter coverage than I wanted because there wasn't that much left. I'm gonna be blending this with my beauty blender, like more than I actually put on. This is just to get it all over my face. Dampening this, and then I'm gonna be blending it. So then I'm blending it. The beauty blender looks really dirty in the old video. I'm then gonna be using the highlight and contour, and it's in the shade Universal. Using this under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, up here, in the Cupid's bow, and under the chin. So then I take this highlight and contour stick from NYX. It's their Wonder Stick. I don't have that anymore. And I used to use the highlighting side as a concealer, which I think it's supposed to be more of like a highlighting stick. At the time, I used it for concealer a lot. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be used as. And so I'm just using my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and then I put it under my eyes, like a circular shape. On my nose, on my forehead. Blending this all out. Cupid's bow and chin. I used to do a lot more concealer. I normally just do like under my eyes. I'm not gonna be contouring too much today. Using this to contour, kind of like a highlighting bronzer. Now I'm gonna be taking this with a fluffy brush. So then I start talking about a highlighting bronzer. In the comments, someone yelled at me and was like, "This is a highlighter, why are you using it as a bronzer?" Basically, I think this is like a LA Colors bronzer that is very shimmery. Basically, this is like the same thing, but that one was just a light shade, but it was a bronzer. So then I take like a fluffy brush, making like the fish face to see my cheekbone and along the side of my face to bronze it up. I'm doing it on the nose and our temples and a little bit of our forehead. And I put it on my cheeks because I'm not doing blush. I normally would not put it there. Putting a little bit of this now on my cheeks. I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me powder off base, using this pad. So then I'm taking a Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is just a lighter shade, and then I use this thing that comes with it, which mine is so dirty in the video. I usually don't even use this, and then I'm kind of putting this all over my face. I'm gonna be using the high beam, putting some on the top of my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, chin. You're gonna be dabbing very lightly. You want to get a very glowy look, especially for here. You want to use your finger. And I'm going back in with the high beam liquid highlighter. Don't really use liquid highlighters that much anymore. So I put it on the cheekbones and I put it on the nose. And for some reason I put it where I would put like concealer. And I put it on my Cupid's bow. And I put it here, which is kind of weird. So I'm blending that. Using my finger, dab with the nose. I don't know why I didn't use a powder highlight, and I just blend the rest out. My Vice 4 palette again, and using the highlight Bones shade right here, just to highlight a little more, blending that in. So then I'm taking some eyeshadow, the highlighting shade from the Vice 4 palette. Because I'm kind of out of that shade, I'm just gonna be taking one from this Makeup Revolution palette, this color right here, and I'm just using my finger. Again, why didn't I have an actual highlighter? I don't know, but I think this looks good. So using this double-sided brush from Forever 21. So then I use translucent powder. I'm using a pressed powder. I don't have a pressed powder anymore. Now I always bake, so I'm just gonna be taking my Coty Airspun powder, which is a loose powder, and just kind of putting this all over, not baking. I'm gonna be curling my lashes with this Revlon blinged eyelash curler. I'm curling my eyelashes. I don't know why I put this over the highlighter. So then I'm curling my eyelashes. I'm using the same eyelash curler. Then I'm gonna be going in with my Benefit Roller Lash. So then I'm applying mascara. I don't have the same one. I'm just applying my CoverGirl, the Supersizer. Just doing my bottom lashes. I'm not gonna be doing fake lashes today because going anywhere. When I put on the bottom mascara, you can't see me. I like how I explain that I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not putting on false lashes. The real reason is I just don't really know how. I still don't know how. So then I keep like layering this. I'm just taking, and then I'm gonna be using Gothica by Kat Von D. So then I'm taking this EOS, I still have it. And then I use a lipstick that I also still have. It's the Kat Von D Studded Lipstick in the shade Gothica. Then I'm gonna be taking my Beauty Rush flavored gloss from Victoria's Secret in the shade Hot Cocoa. So then I'm taking this gloss from Victoria's Secret. This is the Beauty Rush flavored gloss in the shade Hot Cocoa. I'm just gonna apply a little bit over the lipstick. So I'm gonna be using the setting spray, and then I apply a setting spray. That's the last part of the tutorial. This is what it looks like. This is the finished makeup look. This is the finished look with the hair. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me recreating my first makeup tutorial. I think overall it came out pretty good. I was kind of surprised with how I came up with this look because I feel like I'm wearing a lot more eyeshadow than I normally would back then. It's different to see how my makeup skills have changed, how my makeup routine has changed. I thought this was just a really fun video to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me react to my first makeup tutorial, which was in January of 2016, which is over 2 years ago now. Thanks again for watching. Bye!